Okay, I saw a post on a forum today on how people do their information for their snakes, and I thought that would make a good video, so I'm gonna do a video on that. Now this is just how I do it, and the reason I do it this way is because it's simple. For me, at least, it's simple, and in my opinion, the easier it is to do things like this, the more likely you'll keep up with it and do these things. So I want to start out. I'll show you a feed card. So here's how I do my feed cards. It's an index card, just a regular index card, 3x5, or I'm not even sure what they are, 3x5, 3x9, I don't know. But I keep the ID of the animal on the top of it. So this is TC0601. If it's a particular morph, I write that over here, or I write normal, whatever, and then the gender symbol above that. And then I will just go right down the list and write down the date at which they ate. And that'll continue onto this side. Now each card that I do, the way I've been doing it is, for 1 year you get one card, but I found you could probably fit 2 years onto a card, because the front of this will hold 4 columns, which should be enough to necessitate 12 months, especially if they're in a if they're old enough to breed or in a breeding program for that year. So another reason I fold these in half like this is, one, if it's not protruding out of these sleeves that I use a whole bunch, they're less likely to get wet. I've ruined a couple cards by spilling a water dish, or went to spray and a couple drops got on there and smeared my ink, which isn't too bad, but I get anal if I go to sell an animal and I have to rewrite the card, and I don't know, it became a pain in the butt, so that's what I do. And another reason why I fold them in half is because I keep a red dot, and it's hard to do with one hand. I keep a red dot on the inside, like this, on one side of the inside. So I just flip it around so that the dot's showing, and the reason I use this dot is for any kind of issue that I might have with that particular animal. It'll indicate that there's attention that needs to be done to that animal. It could be everywhere from something as stupid as I don't know, I need to change out the water bowl, put a different water bowl in there. I've never done it for that, but I use it for stuff like if they're not eating and I left a rat in overnight, I'll flip that around and use the dot just to say, hey, you need to pay attention to this animal, go over there and do whatever you have to do with it. If it's like a health problem, which is another reason I would use it, I'd put another index card in there with it that has the problem written out on that card. So the second card, I only do this for females, so what I do is, this is the breeding information for previous years for a particular animal. So like here in 09, paired with a spider, gave me 6.0 on clutch 0901. The 6.0 means 6 good, 0 bad on the eggs. 6 good eggs, 0 bad eggs, and then the clutch number. So in 2010, paired with a Mojave, 7 good, no bad, clutch 2010-01. Okay, and you'll also notice this one has an empty sleeve hanging on a binder clip off to the side. And all that means, that's actually for breeding information. So if we look down here at this pastel female, there's the breeding information for this year. So this year she was paired with this Mojave. That's the Mojave's ID number. The dates of a few locks that I witnessed. Her weight as of 2/28. Then I palpated 6 large follicles, which I didn't write the date down on, and that's pretty stupid, but I didn't write the date down on that, but it's not that important. But 6 large follicles. Ovulation on 3/14, prelay shed on 4/05. So that's how that works. I tell you, a big reason I use the dot is for these babies. Well, it's important for all of them, but for these babies especially, like this is the only one that I've gotten to eat so far. But the other ones are becoming not a problem. They haven't become a problem, but they haven't ate yet. So what I do periodically is I'll go ahead and throw a frozen thawed fuzzy in with them overnight, and I will put the dot in just like that. So when I walk in the room the next day, I go, okay, there's a fuzzy in that cage. I put a fuzzy in as of last night, so I need to go check, make sure that they ate. If they haven't, I need to get rid of that fuzzy because it's going to start stinking and getting rotten and nasty. So that's why I use the red dot, and that's working out really well for me. So again, this is just how I do it, and it's really easy. I mean, every aspect of it is really quick and simple for each thing I have to do, and the more animals I get, the better off I am with an easier system like this. So that's how I do it, and maybe some of you guys will use it, maybe some of you guys won't, but just thought I'd share. Thanks.